I didn't want to hurt him. But I did.
Some people believe Miles will never forgive Gwen in Beyond the Spider-Verse after her betrayal. They feel there's no way she can redeem herself or fix what she did. That's a limited view of the situation though, and Gwen is absolutely redeemable. Let me explain why with a clear example from the story. We all know Gwen betrayed Miles in Across the Spider-Verse, and that was seriously wrong. No one can argue otherwise. Miles didn't deserve to have the people he trusted most, like Gwen and the others, keep secrets and lie to him about his dad's life being in danger.
That's enough!
This isn't what we talked about!
You talked about this? You knew? You all knew?
It must have felt like the rug was pulled out from under him, leaving him hurt and alone in that moment. People get upset about her lack of honesty, and that's completely fair because trust is hard to rebuild once it's broken like that. But here's where the story leaves room for hope. Imagine if Miles's father had already died by the time Miles learned the truth about the secrets being kept from him. That would make everything so much harder. Grief would mix with anger, and forgiveness might feel nearly impossible because the damage would be permanent and irreversible. You'd understand Miles struggling to move past it in that case, with the loss hanging over everything. Thankfully, that's not what happened. Miles's dad is still alive, which changes the whole dynamic and gives Gwen a real shot at making things right. She messed up big time by not telling him sooner, but now she has the chance to step up in Beyond the Spider-Verse. It's not enough for her just to say she's sorry. She'll need to take action, like helping Miles save his father and undo the harm her silence caused. We already see her regretting what she did, and that's a key starting point for real change.
I'm going to find him. I don't know where exactly, but I know where to start. One thing I learned from Miles: it's all possible.
Her willingness to act before it's too late, to actively fix the problem she helped create, sets up a strong path for her redemption arc. That's what will allow Miles to forgive her eventually. The next film picks up right at the turning point of her story, where she's beginning to correct her mistake. It's no surprise that right now, after Across the Spider-Verse, people focus on the painful betrayal and how much it hurt Miles early on. But when we see the full picture, how she follows through and helps turn things around, many opinions about her character will definitely change. The complete arc will show her growth and make her actions earned, changing how everyone sees her role in Miles's life. That's why Miles will forgive her. We just don't know exactly when it will happen, but it's inevitable given the story's direction. As mentioned earlier though, words alone won't cut it for her. Gwen can't just apologize and expect everything to be fixed. She'll need to back it up with real actions that show Miles she's fully committed to making things right. This is where some people predict she'll go to an extreme, like sacrificing her life to save him, but I doubt that's the path the filmmakers will take. It would clash with the core themes running through these Spider-Verse movies, which celebrate hope, connection, and breaking cycles of loss rather than piling on more tragedy. It's frustrating and really off base how some argue that Gwen ending up with Miles would somehow ruin her character development. The reality is the opposite. It would highlight her growth in a powerful way. Think about her backstory. She became deeply isolated after losing her best friend Peter Parker in her own universe, which caused her to shut everyone out and build thick emotional walls.
And I don't do friends anymore, just to avoid any distractions.
I never really made another friend after that.
Then Miles enters her life almost by chance, and he's different, respectful, empathetic, and able to see the real her beneath the tough exterior.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks, Miles.
If you ever decide to do friends again, I could always open up a slot.
I'll keep you posted.
Around him, she lets her guard down, showing a softer, more open side because he makes her feel truly understood and accepted for who she is. That's no small thing. It's why her feelings for him grew so strong, even as the conflict in Across the Spider-Verse showed her wrestling with that vulnerability. She hesitates to move forward partly because of the painful history tied to other Gwen Stacy's across the multiverse, where romance with Spider-Man has repeatedly led to heartbreak and death.
In every other universe, Gwen Stacy falls for Spider-Man.
And in every other universe, it doesn't end well.
Well, it's the first time for everything, right?
If they do get together in Beyond the Spider-Verse, it wouldn't undermine her arc at all, it would complete it beautifully. It would prove she can find happiness, that she deserves to be with someone she loves without everything falling apart, directly challenging that tragic pattern from her character's past.